So we have this person, right, who is a millionaire, all right? She's called Suni Lee, all right? I think she won gold in the Olympics in 2022 or 2021, whenever it was last time, okay? And it says here, right, Suni Lee reveals the three most important things she looks in a man, all right? And there were some comments here, and this is her over here, Asian chick, Southeast Asian, right? That region, good looking chick. I'll give you that, right? So the first point she says is that really shocked me, right? Is when we scroll down even further in the article, right? She says here, okay, I like a funny guy. She likes a funny guy and somebody that's caring, not just about me, but the people around me, she said. If we go out and you're only worried about me, I'm going to be mad because I need you to be able to take care of me and all my friends. Is she having a laugh? Is this girl really serious? Right? This chick right here, right, is a symptom of what's really happening, okay, in the West. Right? This woman right here, Olympian, millionaire, and she expects her boyfriend or future boyfriend to take care of her and her friends. What does that mean? So when you have like a date with her, she bring your friends along, and you gotta pay for her friends' meals, bro. Dinner, dessert, main course, dinner, dessert, starters, main course, dessert. That is absolutely absurd. Number one, right? If you want your friends to be taken after a woman, all right, you are a millionaire. How about you take care of them, right? These grown women who, in my opinion, right, need to get their own money and look after themselves. But whatever reason, this chick, right, is saying some crazy statements. Okay. Number two, brothers, all right. This is the symptom of American woman that is poisoning the dating scene in America. And you wonder why we're passport bros. Okay. Why on earth do you expect a man to pay for your friends' gifts or friends' meals, drinks? That's absurd. And this is coming from the mouth of a millionaire, mainstream, pushed by the media, pushed by mainstream media woman. This is crazy, right? And rightfully so, throughout social media, she was getting destroyed, right? How about your friends paid for their own meals? Like, a lot of these women, right, will make you go broke. And you know what's even funny, right? These women have money. I'm sorry, this is the 1940s, this is the 1930s anymore. Women can work, and guess what? In many cases, right, women are making more money than men. Women are making more money than men. In fact, I'm about to share an article right now, okay? And this article says here that women in the UK are making 100k pounds a year or more than men, right? I'll show you out right now, okay? This is ridiculous. So women are making all this money, right? And they don't want to spend it. They don't want to spend it. So let me show you just how well women are doing. But yet they want you to pay for her friends' meals. They want you to pay for her friends' meals. Hold on, right? Let me bring it up. This is absurd. Let me bring it up, okay? Women beat men to 100k salaries. Nearly a quarter of high-earning women secured six-figure salaries by age 30. So, brothers, there's an agenda, right, where the powers that be are giving all the money to women. Sponsorships, opportunities, six-figure salaries, okay? And it says here, right, high-earning women are beating men to 100k salaries before the motherhood penalty takes effect, new research showed. Nearly a quarter of women surveyed by HSBC who currently earn 100k or more had secured six-figure salaries by age 30, compared to 21% of men. That's insane. Brothers, do you know how hard it is to reach six figures by age 30? Well, 25% of women in the UK have reached that number by 30. it takes people, until they're 45, until they're 50 to reach six figures. Now, in the woke agenda, the woke Christian agenda, right? They're promoting women, right? Far left and far left and whatever. I see it personally, brothers, right? I see it personally. So these women are not broke. These women are not broke, right? It says here, right? This data shows that high earning women are increasingly outpacing men in their financial journeys, with more women achieving six-figure salaries before the age of 30. This marks a real shift in momentum as confidence and capability in wealth management becomes more evenly across genders. No, I think it's being skewed. It says here, right? Many high-earning women are no longer following the traditional timeline of marriage, children, then career. They're building financial independence first, layering family and personal choices after. Financially, women are also becoming more active investors. Research shows they often outperform men, taking measured, consistent risks that lead to stronger long-term returns. Bruv. So they're throwing around 100K salaries, right, to women. And these same women want dudes to pay for their friends, and even worse, they want you to pay for their food when you go out to dates. Listen, if you're earning 100K, we're splitting the bill. We are splitting the bill. Because what I'm seeing nowadays, right, okay, is that a lot of women, right, are becoming very selfish, extremely selfish with their money. They're earning all this big money, right? All this big cash, everything, right? And guess what? They don't want to spend it. They don't want to spend it. They want to use your money and spend it on her friends and herself. Absolutely crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. Bro. So now I want to talk about something else, right, in that article, okay? Now, it's one point, right, where she says that she wants you, right, to pay for her friends, which is absurd. Her friends are adults; they can pay for themselves. Like if that happens, like, and you know what's funny, right? This is why we're passport bros. You will not hear a Japanese woman say these kind of comments. You will not hear a Japanese woman say these kind of outrageous comments. You won't. You won't hear, who else, you won't hear a African chick saying this. You won't hear a Brazilian woman saying this. This is a Western woman problem. This is a Western woman problem. This is a millionaire Olympian athlete talking this garbage. This is nuts, right? So she also mentioned this is right, okay? She says her type is athletes. Oh boy. Well, it makes sense. She's also an athlete as well. Okay, she is an Olympian, all right? But I've seen some images. She's mostly around brothers. So her type is probably, black basketball players, 6'5", 6'8", making millions, all right? She says here, right? She likes a very emotionally intelligent man because she feels like a lot of the guys she's come across or talked to, they always end up being so immature. Fair enough. She says here, right? She prefers guys who are 5-6 years and older than. So she mentioned here. Where is it? She says here, right? She would only date a guy about 5 years older than her. So this chick, right? This woman right here, right? She's 22. So 5 years from 22, that's 27. Okay, that's her max. That's her max. Now, this is also another problem, all right? Western women, right, will not date guys that are much, much older. They tend to keep it within like 3-4 years, 5 max, right? That can be a problem. That's a problem for dudes who are, let's say, in their 40s, right? Who are in their 50s, who want to date women who are in their early 20s. Well, you won't get that in America. If you're a dude in your late phase, in your 40s, right? If you're a guy in your early phase to late 20s, forget about pulling an early 20s chick in America or the West. It's not happening. These weird women, right, have, an age gap problem. Whereas if you're a dude in Colombia, you can be late phase, early 40s and pull easily a 22-year-old, a 21-year-old. So you see just how incredible this passport bro movement is. The West is crumbling. We're seeing it. We're seeing it within our very eyes, brothers. Right? So before I stop reacting to this article, right? Men, please stop spending Please stop spending money on Western women. They're not broke. Today's modern Western women are not broke. Today's modern Western women are not broke. They got money. And a lot of you dudes can't see through the goddamn lies. There is no gender pay gap. It's BS. They got money. So guess what? If you're somehow still dating Western women, right? Don't go 50-50. Don't pay for her friends. She can pay for her own food, her own drinks, and she can also pay for her friends. Just keeping it a buck. Just keeping it a buck. Okay? Crazy comment.